Be proud of who you are. Do whatever you want. Other people are going to gravitate towards that. People, you could see through fake at all times. If you're trying to stand out, but you're trying to stand out and try to be like somebody else so you can stand out, people see right through that.
Yes, hello everybody. Co-host of the show here, Jake B. Once again, episode 34, I believe. One day I'll get this right, of Feeling Good with Duddy. We've got an amazing guest. We've got another great show, new segments, some of your favorite segments. Here's the host of the show, fresh off tour with the Dirty Heads, Duddy B.
What is happening? That is right. Just got back last night from our little Midwest run that we just did. And it was awesome. Thanks for everyone who came out. We had such a blast. And if you heard me say that last week and you're like, oh, you're a fucking liar. You said that last week. We're doing 2 episodes in one day right now. We just had Kaleo just left, and now we got our new guests in who I'll announce in a little bit. But other than that, yes, thank you so much for everyone who came out. We had such a good time out there, even though we were trapped in the polar vortex.
I love that. Yeah. We got to just keep that going. I want there to now be a drinking
fun to
game.
Just say.
Yeah. Every time Duddy says polar vortex.
Polar vortex. If you're sitting there right now, I want everyone to say polar vortex.
It is a fucking great.
Fun to say, right? Okay, moving forward.
It really flows.
There it is. Polar vortex. Okay.
Name your child.
And other than that, also, I'm very excited to announce that we have the solo acoustic tour coming up with my good friend Rome called the Friends and Family Tour, and we are bringing another great buddy of ours, Micah Brown from Iration. It is going to be an awesome time, and we cannot wait to get out there and see you guys all
This is going to be an acoustic show where each of you play individually some of your own new and old, probably, acoustic songs.
Yeah, so I'm going to play some Dirty Head songs, and then I'm going to play probably some cover songs, and then I'm going to play a couple of my new solo songs.
And then after each of you play individually, there'll be like a group session
then we're going
of
to play
some
some
sort.
stuff together, probably 4 or 5 songs together.
That's awesome.
So it'll be a fun show, and it's something different, man. I said it on the last episode. I'm very excited about it, but I'm also very nervous about it. That's like, I'm used to being on stage with 6 people, and I could just hide behind Jared because he's a great front man, and he just keeps the crowd going, and I don't have that. I don't have that right now. So it's going to be just me. It's just going to be me by myself in a stool, and it's going to be a little nerve-wracking, but I am excited. I do like to get nervous sometimes, step out, try something different. Who knows?
You have to. We've said it before on the show. If you're nervous in life about something like that, then that's a good thing. Enjoy it. Really be stoked that you're nervous, because the older you get and the more routine your life becomes, the less opportunities you have to step out of any type of box, and the less opportunities you have to be nervous and be like, ooh, I don't know where this is going to take me. So really soak it up. Enjoy it, Daddy. You're going to do great. I know you're not worried. You're just more nervous. You're like, hey, it's a whole new deal.
Thank you. Well, it is funny because it's like, who knows?
It's like getting called up in front of the class again.
Duddy by himself is fucking boring. And he's way uglier than I thought this close. What if they say that, Jake? What if they say that?
See, you guys, everybody has their worries, right?
What if I shit my pants? Oh, no, that probably won't happen.
Everybody thinks you're pretty ugly. I think you're good. What if I shit my pants?
And also, Patreon page. We do have a Patreon, people.
Yes.
All sorts of behind-the-scenes footage from every episode. We actually just released episodes on there that are unreleased, all sorts of behind the scenes from venues.
Drop all sorts of extra shit on the Patreon. We are coming up with right now new shows that Duddy and I will be doing specifically for the Patreon page. Very soon they're coming, and not to mention you get prizes every Friday.
Every
Friday
week we give
winners.
out gifts to our Patreon members, and go to Patreon, .com/ Feeling Good with Duddy, I believe. And please sign up for our Patreon. It helps us keep the show going. And, we got to feed Mark. Guys.
He's a hungry guy. Yeah. He doesn't just eat up all of our time and all the humor he also needs to actually physically eat.
He's got to get lots of food to soak up all the booze.
Yep. And it's kosher. He's a Jew, booze. And everything he eats is kosher.
Yeah.
A little more expensive. Has to be blessed by the rabbi. You got it. Mark needs to eat.
All right.
Well,
let's go. Oh, Jake, what about you? What about the morning ride? What about the fucking morning ride?
For the listeners of the show, I have been doing a show on Facebook for 2 years. I've done 212 episodes of a show. I never talk about it. I never promote it.
Neither does anyone else.
I'm stupid, yes. But I do it. I do it every Wednesday. I do it every Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific Coast time. It's called The Morning Ride Show. Go to Facebook, type in The Morning Ride Show, or go to seek out Snake Bushnell on Facebook. And every Wednesday and Friday, come listen to me. That's what's going on with me. Duddy's been telling me the whole time we do this podcast, promote your show you've been doing. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I will. And then I forget. I guess I'll do it. The Morning Ride Show. Come hang out with me every Wednesday and Friday, 7 a.m. Duddy, let's get into it, bro. Who do we got?
We have a very special guest today. They come from the same line of work as I am. They're traveling, hardworking musicians out on the road, constantly putting out music, constantly just pushing themselves and just trying to grow as a band like we all are. I'm very happy to have these guys here. They're actually shooting a music video earlier today up in LA, I believe. Came down here to do this show. We're very stoked to have them. We've got two of the guys from the band Tropidelic.
Yes.
What's happening, boys?
Come up to the mic.
Why don't you each just introduce yourself really quick and tell us what you do for the band?
My name is Rhodes, and I sing and MC in addition to rhythm guitar.
I'm James, and I rap and play the trombone.
Awesome, man.
There you
Thank
go.
you guys, Rhodes and James, for coming down. We know you guys just got done with tour.
We still got 4 days left, actually.
Oh, you're right at the end of tour.
Yeah.
They were doing a music video earlier today, and now they are here doing this podcast. It's like, guys, get out there and hustle. Come on,
you have to
You
hustle.
can do it.
Got to.
And
Name of the game.
You got it, dude. And with your guys' band, it seems like this is the absolute name of the game. So look, Duddy and I are just meeting you guys, and we're getting to know your story. We chatted a little bit before the show. So let's just tell all the listeners who Tropidelic is. And it's starting with Rhodes. So let's hear your story.
Yep. Grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Went to college out at Kent State University in Kent, Ohio. And I started the band there with like my college buddies, party house. We'd hit the bars, bring the whole party back to the house. We'd have freestyle sessions in the living room, jam in the basement, that whole nine. And, it was just a pastime sort of thing. And then graduated, worked behind a desk for a while maintaining the band on the weekends. And then at some point I was just like, dude, I can't do this.
So after it was a freestyle thing in a basement, you actually
Yeah.
got a drummer, maybe a bass player, something like this.
Yeah, you want me to move slower on that? Yeah.
Well, no, it's okay. I'll be filling it in. You
Okay.
fly, dude.
All right. Yeah.
So that's
So it was just my college buddies, whoever we could find around. Like, yeah. So
What
we
was your
actually-
degree in? Sorry for cutting you
It
off.
was business marketing.
Okay, cool.
perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Use
so
that still
that helped me
for
out.
anything.
It helped me out. But yeah, actually, we started with a backtrack. Like it was like a few
Okay,
guitars
just like
and
the
like
Dirty Heads
backtracks.
a lot. Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I was seeing a parallel. I mean, him and Jared just fucked around and did raps, and they were
Yeah.
good, and then it became what it is.
Well, Jared was good.
Jared was good right away.
I was very
No, you
okay.
were pretty funny.
Yeah.
You guys were the two best anyway. They were the best of all of us.
I heard those raps, bro. They were good.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, we were doing similar shit. Very
yeah.
similar.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cakewalk in a dorm room.
Oh, yeah.
Cakewalk.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, so eventually you get, a bass player, drummer. Now, are you playing kind of reggae influenced stuff out the gates, or is it hip hop?
Yeah, like, we always had a love for like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it was both. It was both
Okay.
early on, and then we just like, part of it was consciously like, this isn't this stuff around here. Like, what
Yeah.
are we gonna do?
You're in the Midwest.
But we also loved the kind of music and that kind of music. So that it was a conscious decision at that point, and it's evolved a lot since. But yeah, so it was like, let's make some music that's happier here, sort of thing.
Nice.
no, I
okay,
love that.
that's cool.
Yeah.
And okay, so you're messing around. You're playing in the band locally, right?
Yeah,
and
just
you're doing
locally.
your day job.
Yep.
You're not. You're. Am I a day job guy, or am I gonna be a band dude?
It was like I was a day job guy, and like I think it took us like a few years to even go play Cleveland like an hour away. Like it was a super slow process, which worked out for us in the long run. But we built out slow. A lot of these bands, they just go gung ho cross country right away. It's like too much all at once.
Well, and it's nice to like work your craft out.
Yeah, get good.
Make your show really good, and then get out there and show people. Like you said, if you just go for it, then you're still figuring out what you are as you go, and then next thing you know, you're already burnt out because you don't even really know what you're doing, and you're across the country.
You're right. That's a good point too.
So you're figuring out your sound. You're playing locally. You're doing the day job, and then at what point? Yeah, at what point does it start getting bigger? What goes on?
Well, we started packing out shows locally.
Okay.
Regionally, like our stomping grounds is like the Midwest, like some of the best places we do are Pittsburgh, Columbus, Buffalo. Grand Rapids, Michigan, Detroit, like
Crazy.
There's real beautiful, sunshiny places like that.
But you're talking even still right now, like that's where you
That's
hit.
where we slam.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Nice.
Nice. I love Chicago.
So like our 6-hour radius puts us about out to Chicago and about out to like Philly, Baltimore. So, like everything in there, we're like we do good at. But
And for young bands, that's like a great thing. And it's perfect how you guys did it. And this is how Cheese told my band to do it way back in the day, who became the Dirty Heads manager, Sublime with Rome, a bunch of other things. He said, get well known locally and then spread it out like 30 miles. Try to go, for us here, it would be like LA and then Riverside. I'll get like 30 miles out of there. And then you got to spread it out again. You slowly build it out. Like Duddy said, you don't just jet out everywhere.
Yeah.
You want to have a foundation and a home. So you guys did it perfectly. And now you've spread it out across kind of the whole Midwest.
Yep.
Is this the same guys you have now, or is this an original early
No.
band?
So like it was, like kind of like when we first started hitting it hard, it's pretty much been like, I think these guys have been 6-7 years,
6-7.
something like that.
At
So
a
like,
certain point, did guys fall off because they couldn't
it was
dedicate
like
the time?
the first group was like, we were just buddies. It
Okay.
wasn't like about the band per se. So that, got married, moved to wherever, and it was kind of that sort of thing. But I was still there
You never gave up.
drinking DJ at the corner bar. Like, dude, I'm still partying here at
Yeah.
Kent State. Like, I'm keeping this train going. Like,
I'm not ready to give it up
I'm not
yet.
ready.
Yeah,
All
right.
right, so you're still writing the songs then, and you're replacing band members,
Yep.
and you
Yep.
know now that this is what you're doing. You're-
Yeah. It was some point. Yeah, it was probably a little phase after that where I was still figuring it out. But yeah, at some point within the last 5-7 years, I was like, this is it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then
So I was actually in a band in high school that used to open up for Tropidelic all the time. And so got some like shows regionally with them and stuff. And I mean, straight up Tropidelic was my favorite band, like, because there wasn't anything like what we were doing like out there. Like, so like I said, we were a ska band, but we would play with like death metal bands. Like
Yeah.
Cleveland's like hip hop and metal. Like,
Hip-hop
that's like
and metal.
all that's there. So it's
Oh,
like, I had like
if you
heard
had to play a
Tropidelic.
show, it had to be with one of
Right,
the,
so it's like we do like we were doing like one of my homies' band was called the Dagger Rebellion, and it was their album release party, and it was featuring the Glow Pop Jiggly Jams, my ska band. So it was like this is
Whoa,
like
one more time.
the Glow Pop Jiggly Jams.
that is very ska.
That's a
right,
ska
totally,
name,
man.
That's
So-
I'm happy just hearing the name.
So we
of
got
that.
put on this like just this like showcase of like things around, and I'd heard of the name Tropidelic before, but like
Yeah.
had never seen them before, and I saw them on stage. I was just like, well, all right, like there is
Yeah.
something else here that's like not
Nice.
just totally. So then, I mean, yeah, they became like my favorite band. I like we mentioned earlier. There's like pictures of me like on the old website and stuff of like in the front row of a show, just like with my jaw to the floor.
I love
That's
I
amazing.
loved
So
hearing
huge
that.
fan of the band and now in the band. That's just awesome.
Don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all let down. I used to think these guys were cool.
Real asshole. Yeah,
But,
dude. So
that is
I
awesome. love
that. So you're just the drive. Obviously you started this band and you were just driving through, and then you're young. You're 25. So you're just a kid at his shows, and then now bam, you're in the band.
Yeah. Well, so I was 19 when that happened.
19 when you get asked to be in Tropidelic.
Yeah, he called me and said, "Do you play the trombone?" And I said, "No." And he said, "All right." And then he hung up, and I looked at my buddy Timmy, who I was in the car with, and I was just like, I should have lied, bro. I was like, damn it, I think I just blew my chance to be in Tropidelic. And then he called me back the next day and was just like, do you want to learn? And I was like, absolutely. So I met him at some bar in Cleveland, and he gave me a trombone out the back of his car, and I went to practice the next week.
Like, I need a
is
trombone
amazing.
player. I will provide for you said trombone.
Yes, you will.
You
then
must learn how to play trombone.
Yeah.
And you did.
Yeah.
And luckily you could rap.
Yeah, so that kind of like, so that was something too. Like, I always rapped like growing up and stuff, but like after the first time I saw Trop and I saw Rhodes rap, I was like, damn, I kind of do that too. Like, but I
That's
wasn't
cool.
really doing it a whole lot because I was in like a punk ska band, whatever.
Yeah.
So then after a couple of weeks of just like coming to practice and stuff, like real slowly started like incorporating that in until I started writing some songs too and
That's awesome. man.
running with it.
That's awesome. I love it.
By the way, I think your boy Ashton here told us that the studio was like owned by or used by Crazy Bone back in the day too, which was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
badass.
yeah.
This previous owner.
It's Cleveland, like all that Bone Thug stuff was like right down up the street from
Oh,
where
totally.
Yeah.
Dude, so you found a home all the way across the country.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's in Cleveland
I
for
couldn't
you.
believe when he told me that.
Yeah, Bone Thugs used to do stuff in here,
That's badass.
apparently.
Yeah.
There's thuggery still on the walls. Sense it everywhere.
That's awesome. So, I mean, you guys definitely have your own sound. It's very cool. And, that goes into our word of the day or subject of the day. And that is just going to be, especially from where you guys come from. Like you said, no one else is doing that around there. Right when you guys started, there was no scene for it. But you know what? That's what you felt like doing. And that's what you wanted to try and grow as. So just be yourself. Because if you're just being yourself, that's the subject, by the way, is be yourself.
Wait.
What?
No, yeah.
Well, did I forget something?
No, what you said it so much better. We were talking about it earlier. You said,
Fucking just put me down right
yeah,
now.
dude, I fucking smashed you down. You had a line that you said.
Yeah, there was a
what
phrase.
What was it? What was the
I
phrase?
think it might have been be proud of who you are.
Be proud of who you are.
Fuck. That is so much better. So much better.
That's why I got the clap and the woo.
Yeah, we'll take that out in post. We'll take that out in post. Mark, your fault. It's Mark's fault.
So,
He's an idiot.
No, you were on the right track. Well, you know, we thought of that one, but we're like, we've already done that subject. And then Rhodes just threw a way better, sounding jingle
job,
on it.
Rhodes.
So yeah. And when you say that, you mean it because it's like, look, you're not from a spot where reggae or whatever is the thing, but you're not trying to act like you're from somewhere else. You kind of guys bring a little bit of who you are and where you're from and put it into the sound, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, we got
Absolutely.
to. Yeah, I mean, it's all about bringing out the personalities. Like we're a band of misfits and a band of characters, and like we like try to like accentuate that shit as much as we possibly can because you got to stand out being more. There's like pretty bleak. Like, we want to be that lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do everything we can to stand out of the pack. Do our own thing.
That's awesome.
What would you guys describe your sound as? I know that's a shit thing to say, but
I know when people are like, what do
you know what?
Same
Don't
for you
even
guys,
tell
huh?
us. Dude.
Well, I think it
You don't even
changes.
have to.
It changes so much that it's hard for us to kind of like pin it down. But
Yeah.
I think like we keep revisiting like funk elements, and hip hop has always been like since Rhodes started, it's been like on the forefront of that. And then like I think reggae influence definitely comes in and out, like depending on
I
like
still even get like that like punk ska
where we're
kind of
going,
vibe
yeah.
and some stuff.
Dude, it's the same shit when people ask me about Duddy's band.
Yeah,
Like, well, what exactly, if they haven't heard of the Dirty or whatever, but what's their band sound like? I'm like, fuck, dude, don't make me do that for the Dirty Heads. That's a tough one. I always end up saying Beastie Boys and Sublime. Kind of, dude. I don't know how to describe you guys. It's hard,
Well, probably depends on what record you're talking about too. Like,
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
People change.
Well, that's what's
sounds
funny is
change.
it's like, we put out a song like Celebrate, not too long ago. And it's like, for a fact there was lots of people who probably heard Celebrate and that was the only song they'd heard of ours.
Yeah.
So then they go and like, what if like the first song they pull up after that's like Medusa? They're going to be like, what the fuck is, Yeah, so it's very different. Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice that with you guys listening to your stuff, even your new single. It's like some stuff has reggae, some doesn't at all.
Right.
Which is cool.
I love that.
I guess why put a label on it? You're just being a lighthouse. You're just putting out positive vibes, having
trying
fun.
to. Yep.
You've got a million instruments going on.
Yeah, we got a bunch of.
I would assume that you guys do even really, when you're going in to write a song, do you even think like, let's write this type of song, or you just start writing?
You know what? Like, I go back and forth on it. The last record, we kind of were like, okay, let's try to be more cohesive here. Because like this is the kind of thing that I think can help you and hurt you, especially in our position. Because it's like, we won't fit on some of these like bills where it's like, oh, they want this clean cut sort of reggae stuff. But also we're like, we're setting ourselves up, we're different. We're the guys that are different or whatever. So like I've grappled with it. Like, like, should we try to just kind of go this route and keep it all cohesive? Or, so I don't have a straight answer. Like I'm still thinking.
You don't have to have
rolling,
dude. Yeah, that's the beauty about this is you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
As long as what you're doing is good. And
right.
it's fucking fun and there's loads of energy.
Yep.
Just keep rolling.
Yep.
It's like Duddy and I with the show. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
I'm trying to figure it out. Look, I couldn't even get the word of the day right today.
Yeah, but you guys are good. We have like no business being here, but we keep trucking on, and I think eventually we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, so there you go. So be proud of who you are. Do whatever you want. Other people are going to gravitate towards that. People, you could see through fake at all times. If you're trying to stand out, but you're trying to stand out and try to be like somebody else so you can stand out, people see right through that. But if you're just being who you are and you're doing what you want to do, and then other people are going to gravitate towards that, and Jake,
that's going to make them
feel good. Come on.
Yeah, what a plug.
What a plug. We did it. I redeemed
5K to get there, but you got there, buddy.
I was like floating above myself, watching myself do that. Speaking of feeling good, we have some sponsors, and one of those is Koi. We love Koi here on the Feeling Good with Duddy show. CBD, guys, I take it every single morning. I talked about it last episode. I have had bad tendonitis for a long time. I played baseball all growing up and guitar and
Humble brag.
Was really, really fucking good at baseball.
Humble brag.
Like
Well, not even
probably
humble,
the best
just
in
a
the
straight
county.
brag. Okay.
Probably could have gone pro, but
Full play.
got the
Well,
tendonitis.
now lying.
Old
We've
case of
moved from
tendonitis.
braggery
Yeah,
into
yeah.
full-blown
No.
lies and
It was
tales.
Tropidelic or the NBA for me. So.
Yeah, yeah. You do, yeah. Okay.
That I
moving on.
believe.
Moving
Daddy,
on.
you fucking
Moving on.
liar.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay, where was I?
I don't even know anymore.
What I was saying is I
lies are so-
have tendonitis in my wrist and in my elbow, and especially when I was in cold weather, it would really bother me. And I just got back from the polar vortex.
He
People
did it.
say polar
Nicely
vortex
done.
again.
Polar vortex.
Yeah, it feels good.
It's a good
Okay, and I didn't even feel my tendonitis once. I didn't even think about it until today when I was talking about the CBD, and I was like, wait a second, that's right. I never had one problem this last 10 days. I was in the freaking freezing snow, and it has to be from all the CBD that I take every single day.
The
It has to
shit
be.
100% works. Like we talked about last time, it's just trust. Anyone who's rubbed CBD on or anything from
You
Koi
know
or
for
taking
a
the
fact.
drops, fully works.
It does. It does. And we love this product. And it's if you go to koicbd.com and you put in code DuddyB, you get 20% off your order.
Standing ovation. That's nice. Everyone's stoked.
And also, another great product that we love on the show is sticky vapes. We just made some new sticky vapes with them, and that is with the Dirty Heads, that is, for 3 new songs off our new album. We made the Sativa, which is the Lift Me Up. We did the Hybrid, which is the Cloud Lifter. And then we did the Indica, which is the Supermoon. All 3 of them are delicious. All 3 of them will make you feel amazing, and they fit right in your pocket. They do. Jake, where do you use your sticky vape?
Well, I didn't want to bring this up.
Okay.
I didn't want to make this about me, but here we go. I was recently caught up in a polar vortex.
Oh my goodness.
And I was covered in snow. I thought that I was going to die, but I slid that sticky vape out of my pocket and I puffed a warmth pocket. And I found up because I didn't know it was up or down. I was caught in
the smoke's going to go up.
I was caught in a polar vortex. I made a hole, blew, smoke went up. I dug, and then when I got up, I just poked the top of the sticky vape out of the snow, and I took little tokes, and the little sticky vape light lit up, and I was found by a helicopter. Yes,
Whoa.
And they airlifted me out, and not a big deal. And again, sorry guys, back to the show.
Wow.
But sticky vape.
Damn.
Thanks.
Saving
Standing up,
lives.
really? It was just
Oh
a day.
my
Wasn't
God.
even want to bring it up.
Wow.
Is there anything else, Daddy?
I don't think so.
Thanks, guys.
I think
Everyone
that's
for
it. We're so happy that you made it.
Yeah,
out.
no, I'm fine. Again, not a big deal.
Yeah, polar
Can't
vortex.
feel my feet,
Yeah.
but sure. What's
Dang
next?
polar vortex.
Yeah.
So yeah, stickyvape.com. Check it out. Could save your life. You never know.
Yeah.
Also, last but not least, On It, an amazing company with so many amazing products for whatever you're trying to do. You need some supplements, some pre-workout, some alpha brain to keep you sharp, some all-natural melatonin to help you sleep through the night. Whatever it is that you're looking for, they got it. And they got other things that come with prizes, Jake. Do you want to tell them about the golden ticket?
They got the golden ticket contest going on. So you get your Alpha Brain. That's their most popular supplement. I think it is. It seems to be the one that everybody I talk to is like, yeah, I use it. It's dope. It keeps you sharp, keeps you focused. Duddy and I use it for the show. And if you get the 60 or the 90 capsule jars, they have a golden ticket inside. Golden tickets are worth different percentages off your next purchase. And you can win bigger prizes where you get to go to Texas, train with some MMA and crazy stretching dudes, and then you get a bunch of free supplements and you get to put a bunch of cool pictures on your Instagram. Get on it.
Boom. That's right.
Bam,
and that is
son.
On It with 2 N's, ONNIT.com. And if you do /DuddyF for that, you're going to get 10% off.
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it, dude.
We did it.
Oh, boy.
We made it.
Dude, let's
Okay.
get into some stuff.
Where were we?
Dudders.
Should I just ask like one fan question really
Oh,
quick?
yeah. Dude, we got some fanny
This is,
questions.
okay, I have no idea if this was an inside joke, if this was just a guy commenting something weird, but what does this mean? Justin Oravik on Facebook wants to know how many cans of beans do you go through on an average tour? What does that mean?
I'd like to start off by saying beans are a great source of protein.
Okay.
You can fit a lot of them in your tour bag.
Yep.
I prefer the pop tops because we break can openers on the daily. But a personal favorite of a lot of us on the road to save money and time is to eat half a can of black beans, and then you dump a can of tuna in that, and then any condiments that are available, you have it on the go in your can, and you can stuff it down. I'd say over the past 5 weeks, it's been a light bean tour, honestly, but like it'd be no joke to say that we go through like 50 to 60 cans of beans on like a 5 or 6 week tour.
What does your bus smell like?
Man.
Yeah.
What does any bus smell like?
Yeah,
though?
that's true.
Wait, when you live in the polar
tour buses.
vortex,
Yeah,
Yes.
you
you
guys are in
stockpile
it.
things like
Yeah.
beans. We have basements full of beans and canned food.
The darn polar vortex strikes
Spam.
again.
Dude.
But you guys have those like fire risk signs out here, though. We have like a little sign on the side of the bus that says like bean risk, like high, low.
Oh, no.
It's been like moderate bean risk.
man,
goodness.
fucking storm.
Oh, holy shit.
Like, dude, whenever you open it up to fan questions, 90% of them are like, what the fuck? You're either going to get the Duddy and my favorite, when are you coming back to Hoover National Park? You're like, oh, for fuck's sake, we'll let you know when we're on tour, But then you get weird ones that make no sense. But when we read that one, we're like, that has to
gotta
be
mean
something.
something.
Nobody just asks a bean question, and you had more than a great answer. And plus, dude, that does sound good. And plus, that's tuna and bean. That's actually healthy. And usually, when you're on tour, you're eating shit food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I'm kind of wishing that you would have told me. I would have heard that when I was still on tour. That's smart. But wait, do you heat up the beans? How's this go? No, you just.
How you gonna do that?
There's no power.
Yeah, I don't know. So, that's the. I'm like,
No
do they
time for
stop
heat.
at a rest stop and?
No, it's a dish typically served cold. It's you're gonna want it at room
What do you
temperature.
call this dish?
Wait,
I don't.
You guys can
Always
maybe
serve
come up with a
cold
name.
Yeah.
We should honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a whole product line. Maybe
Just
we can
black
diversify.
beans,
Isn't
Boom,
it
you just-
weird the things that people like latch onto? Like I don't know how it even became known that like we were so into this
It's a
bean
thing.
thing.
Yeah, what-
But like now
get
it's
you a
just like
bean
people
sponsor?
bring us beans to shows
Oh,
and stuff
don't
like
you
that
love
too.
that
Like,
shit?
no, it's rad as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, like for real, like
Photoshop pictures of us like in
there's no
tubs of
power.
beans.
tubs of beans,
things-
like
they send us all
weird
kind of
shit.
crazy.
Weird
That's
shit. They're
amazing.
awesome though.
That's what you gotta love your fans, dude. They'll just go and they'll fucking send you the funniest shit. I love it, man. I crack up all the time with pictures that they'll send us, and it's great. People like to Photoshop my face doing things.
Yes.
a bean counter for the next tour.
Hey,
That's
every,
an idea.
every can. Let's see how many bean cans.
Check this out. So we're doing kind of a count list right now. Me and my drummer Rex. So after we're on tour of the Tribal Seeds right now.
Nice.
So after every show, me and Rex stand out front. We sell like $5 like demo CDs, and everyone else like hands out things to like at the end of every show, everybody's out front either handing out flyers or me and Rex are selling these CDs.
That's
so we're
awesome.
doing like a count to see who sells the most CDs at the end
Oh,
of the
a
tour.
little contest.
I'm kicking his ass, by the way.
Nice, nice.
But the deal is, at the end of the tour, whoever has the most CDs sold gets to tattoo the word loser onto the loser.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
like
You're,
that.
you're about to
I
tattoo.
like that.
Yeah.
Rex.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, Rex is going down.
Fucking
But
Rex.
check it, he wants to get
You're
it like-
fucked, Rex. You
he
got 4 days left, dude. Start selling some shit.
He wants to get on the side of his finger so that it's like, fuck you, loser.
Oh, he
Which
wants
I think is
he's
pretty
turning
clever.
it back
I think it's
at
pretty
you.
clever. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't allow it.
Okay.
That's too cool, Rex. That's too cool. It's got to
Yeah.
be somewhere on,
the
on your dick.
The problem is,
We're putting it on your dick.
Yeah, but then he has to touch his
Yeah,
dick,
that's
so-
true.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Well,
They do that anyway.
I mean,
all right,
hey,
well, fuck it.
it's Hollywood.
You know, there's only
that's
boys
funny.
around.
All right, Tempe. You sell some shit in Tempe. Dude, that's funny. I like that. The fucking bean counter is the next tour. Well, what's that? A contest? Who can eat the most beans?
I like the concept. There's something there.
There's something there.
There's
I
just
think
for your
everybody
fans.
loses, though.
Just
If
for your
everybody's
fans.
trying to eat
Yeah.
more beans, everybody loses. It's just-
Yeah, yeah.
We did
and-
a counter one tour. I think I might even mention this with our old sound guy. We loved this was right when we first started touring. We loved Jack Daniels, and we did a jack off. And it's not when you think. Yeah, we had the jack off, and we literally had like a fucking scoreboard. And every time we made a cocktail, we'd put a little notch to see who can have the most cocktails in a tour. What a dumb game.
The name is so fucking
We're having a
good.
jack off.
Yeah, so we can come up with a great name
Yeah.
for the bean thing.
Yeah,
then.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, why don't you tell us a little bit about this studio raid?
Well, it was just our practice spot, which
Okay.
was just our old saxophone player's house. Apparently, there had been warrants out for the previous owner of the house. He like got foreclosed on him, or you got it real cheap. And they had like done this before. They'd like crashed
Oh,
into his
wow.
house and like woken him up. The police been like, "We're looking for so and so," and he was just like, "What the fuck? He's not here."
He doesn't
Which is
live
like
here.
super like fried. Like you can't just like do that.
Yeah.
But he just let it go. He's just like, "All right," just like they were like, "Oh shit," like sorry. And then he's like, "All right," like whatever. They
Whatever.
left.
Leave me alone.
So then it's just like weeks later. We'd never heard about this before, so we had like no
Yeah,
idea that
he
this
didn't
had
tell
happened.
us about this.
We had no idea
Oh,
that this
sure,
had
at his
happened.
house.
So we're like all at practice, and then our bass player Pags is late, and we're just sitting there waiting, and all of a sudden we hear a knock on the door. And it's police, and then our guitarist Bobby yells, "Fuck the police!" And then
Oh, Bobby.
because we thought it was Pags. We thought it was Pags.
It was a joke, bro.
I know. I know. But there's always someone, is what I'm saying. And it was fucking Bobby this
So
time.
next thing we know, like there's just guns out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Like-
come downstairs, guns blazing. Everyone's just like sitting there, like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Dogs are out running around.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
a real full on.
Yeah. So nobody really explained what was going on to us either. So our first tour bus actually that we had, we're still in like a Sprinter van and everything, but our first vehicle was a 50-foot school bus, and it was like
shit.
full size like Bluebird school bus. Like so, it was sitting in the driveway, and they went through that too. But since it was our tour vehicle, it was registered as an RV, so that's like a domicile. So like
Totally.
they
They're not allowed.
they didn't have a warrant for the school bus. Didn't matter, as you can imagine. So I go upstairs. I'm trying to leave. I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I go to walk upstairs. It's just dogs barking, just going crazy. They finally explained that it was all about this, like, the previous tenant or whatever. And so they ended up getting a bunch of press on this, like in the local articles and stuff
nice.
like that.
Well,
that's good.
we like this is the kind of stuff we seize it as an opportunity.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we reached out. So we got this like we did a photo shoot for
We'd like
it.
to make a
Fuck
comment.
yeah.
That's awesome.
It was pretty stupid too. We got like white turtlenecks and stood down by the lake and all made stupid faces.
No.
And they put it in the
That's the
article.
article.
And
my
they used it
God.
like
Cleveland.com.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
it's learn from Oasis. Right? Just take very bad press and make it great.
It's like dicks, just like so. We
And Tropidelic. Learn
We
from
sued
Tropidelic.
the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department. We sued the Sheriff's Department. We sued him.
It was the sheriff. Yeah. So long story short is our lawyer became a mayor of a neighboring city. And wouldn't you know, it's not in the interest of a mayor of a neighboring city to sue the county.
Yeah.
So the case just went.
Nope.
Yeah. After 2 years, like
Wow.
tons
Several years.
Yeah, several
Wow.
years. Like,
This is a thing.
you want to hear some
This was
shit
a
too?
thing.
It was a big
Dude,
thing.
what the fuck?
You want to hear some shit too? This is
Yeah.
this is a lie. This is a misprint. This is fake news. The article said that the cops found nothing else in the house. So everyone's just like, people don't even know, it's just commenting on the stream like, what the hell? These reggae bandits even smoke weed?
didn't even have
We're like, there was totally weed in the house. There was totally weed in the house. Like,
We were fully high.
yeah,
we would
I was so high when they came out, freaking out.
I get to retry this case.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You better throw me in jail for that weed.
So that was quite a few years ago now. That was like 2013, 14, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Dude.
That is good.
That's
just like a
fucking
little
funny
highlight.
what you said though, because that's how the internet is.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
would be like, these guys don't even fucking smoke. No, you know, it's like, oh my god, how funny.
Yeah.
We would like them to write that there was weed found all over that
Tropidelic,
house.
those guys don't even blast.
I know, dude.
What we were talking about? We were talking about what is the Fast Times?
Fast times.
That shit you just can't say anymore. Like on a movie like that is when
Those guys are fine.
those guys are fox.
Oh yeah. Immediately shut down.
The same with that movie Monster Squad. I just watched it the other day with my kids, and like one of the first scenes, it's like a couple like 12-year-olds in school pushing like a little kid around. They're like, "Get out of here, you faggot!" Like, you're just like,
really?
Whoa! And it dropped up. I'm like,
The chubby kid on the movie is just fat kid.
yeah,
Right?
what's
Fat
up,
kid.
fatty?
That's it, dude. It's just brutal. If you
It's a
watch
different world.
You watch
any
those
of the
80s movies and shit,
like
you're
monster
like,
movies.
whoa,
See, that's
this
like
is-
we don't know how to like show affection to each other in Tropidelic. So we do like little kid on the playground, just like body shame each other. and just
yeah.
roast
That's-
each other
that's
That's
live.
what
Like,
friends are for.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
be
yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Right.
anyone who's toured, you know it. It's like all
Everybody's
you do is
fat.
talk shit on each other, and
That's it.
it's mom jokes, and then it always turns gay. There's always
Somehow.
weird shit that happens. Yeah, it's just where it goes, dude.
Yeah,
There's
it
nowhere
is.
else to go. You're in a van. And once you stop making fun of each other, the level has to go higher, and then you're saying
You have
horrifying
to keep
shit.
taking it further because your line just keeps getting like,
You run out.
yeah, nothing
Yeah,
will
it's no
surprise you.
longer funny to
It's
make fun
true.
of someone's
and,
shoes.
And it's great though because it gives you the thickest skin.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to keep raising it because you start to realize, oh dang, nothing I say makes these guys flinch. So you have to say something where they'll finally
Wild.
like,
You
gotta-
whoa,
and you cross some
okay.
lines. You cross
gotta-
some lines.
Find a line and step it.
That's the thing. That's like our percussion player. Like he's good. Like dry one-liners.
dude, the
dudes.
harshest.
And he'll always say something, and we'll always be like, "Whoa, dude!" And he'll be like, "Oh, that's the line. That's the line.
A
Okay."
nice
like,
I've said it before on the show. The Dirty Heads bus. When I used to tour manage them a long time ago, when they first kind of had some good success and got into a bus, and the rule was everyone on the bus had to say your mother's actual first name, so that when we were doing mom jokes, it was like Barbara's a real. And you had to. Guitar tech, whoever, fucking merch guy, everyone had to reveal the first name, and then it was equal ground. Because a couple moms' names were known.
Sure.
And so it was like,
that's
all
not
right,
fair.
to make it fair,
Yeah.
everyone put it out there. It
I want
was-
you to
it
feel
was
as bad
brutal.
as I might potentially
Exactly.
feel.
Everybody's mom had a nickname. Like Jared's mom is Joanne, so she quickly became Joe Handjob. My mom's name is Bess, so she quickly became Breast.
Yeah. Oh, I just remember Dave's mom had red hair at the time,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the merch guy back then used to just, what was her name? Deborah?
No, it's
He
my
used
god,
to
I
just
can't
call her a that little
That firecracker.
firecracker.
Oh, you guys are assholes.
Yeah,
Horrible, dude. Horrible, but it was
I'm
really
drawing a
funny.
blank
Yeah.
on her name right now.
I know,
totally
I-
know
God
it.
damn
I feel
it.
bad actually.
Yeah, it sucks.
Ugh.
Oh well.
I'll think about it in 2 seconds.
You're fucked. All right, well,
yeah,
shit,
where
that was
were we?
brutal.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
are we?
Okay, there's
Bean
one-
counter. Bean counter, guys.
Those guys are. There was one more tour question. I can't find it, so I can't say the person's name. But they wanted to know what your experience. Oh, here it is, Mr. Vicariously.
Oh, anonymous
Like he
writing.
lives vicariously through all of us.
Damn.
What was your experience like on the 311 cruise?
It was a wild ride, man.
Yeah, we've played that a few times.
It was a
yeah.
wild ride.
Yeah.
It was a blast. We got to play in Belize,
Holy shit.
Oh, that's
and
great.
Mexico. We actually had Charlie Tuna come up on stage with us and spit
Oh,
a verse
dope.
in Belize.
He's just got
Yeah,
the
hell
coolest
yeah.
voice.
Oh, he's
Oh,
so
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
J5 was my
that
shit
was
back in the
shit.
day.
I love that.
But yeah, it was incredible. The fan base too, like for whatever reason, like the 311 fan base just like latches on, man. And it's been so great for us. It was really started. We played a few shows with them prior to the cruise, and that was when it kind of started going. They really like leveraged us to get on a boat. And man, it was a blast.
Their fan base is great. I mean, they took us out on our very first like national tour.
Yeah.
And we instantly saw a huge impact from that because their fans are like music fans.
Yeah.
They're
Die hard, dude.
live
Die hard.
show fans. They buy the albums. They know
go to
every
every
lyric. They're at
show.
every show. They create fan clubs. They go all in, and you gotta love that. And like I would, there's probably so many bands in this scene that are where they are because of 311.
Yep.
Totally.
Touring with them or whatever it is, like they definitely have helped out a lot of the bands in the scene. So big ups to 311.
Yeah, in a weird way, huh? They've helped the whole scene in a big way because they have a lot of reggae, but it's like they also live in this alternative world, and they've
Totally.
been on the radio so much. You almost forget about saying their name you always say Dirty Heads and you'll say Sublime with Rome right now and
Slightly
Slightly
Stupid
Stupid, and you kind of
Pepper
forget
and
sometimes that even though
311
311 lives in multiple worlds, man, they really did raise the whole scene.
Yeah.
They were one of the only bands playing that type of shit on the radio for a while.
Totally.
Yeah,
You know
that's
who
true.
else too never really gets brought up in this conversation? No Doubt.
Oh
They,
yeah,
they,
because
they were doing that shit when nobody was doing that shit.
Yeah, but 311 still does it. Maybe it's because No Doubt has gone on.
Maybe
to be
that's
Gwen,
why. Yeah,
kinda
maybe that's
but
why.
you're right.
Yeah,
No Doubt
overshadowed
was
it a bit,
full-blown,
yeah.
You know, yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, dude, they were
No Doubt
totally
was
doing like
huge.
reggae
Yeah,
shit,
totally ska and
shit, like,
reggae.
way back in the day.
The album that No Doubt put out right before the Tragic Kingdom album, I mean, it is a ska album.
Totally.
They were very, very ska, and
Yes.
then they became more alternative and ska, which
Yeah.
Tragic Kingdom's a fucking great album. They're great, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Thanks.
This video shoot we were on today, it was in Orange County here, and it was like an airstream and then like orange trees behind. I'm like, dude, are we like in Tragic Kingdom's album cover right now? Like,
shit,
what's
you're
happening?
right.
I love
Yeah,
that.
look,
Dude,
it-
our whole fucking theme for this acoustic friends and family tour is like an airstream.
Really?
situation.
Oh, it's like-
Yeah, I saw you
Yeah.
announce that. It's gonna be badass.
Yeah.
Dude, but that's actually, I'm glad you said that. So let's fly into it. You guys are doing a music video, and that is for your upcoming album, I'm assuming? Or EP, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. First of all, you guys dropped an album in June here in the Heights, right?
Yep.
And so people can get that now.
Yep.
Where can they get that?
Everywhere you find music.
Everywhere you find music, all right? So it's
Spotify.
Tropidelic, dude. It's not hard to
Dude,
find.
if you can't
Spelled-
find music,
if you can't find music these days, fellas. Oh,
So this is like
There we
one of the singles off of it, Cali.
this is one of the singles off Here in the Heights. Cali, and it's super dope.
Yeah, this is
Well
like
shot
this
vid.
it's like being in Ohio. Everyone telling you like you're not gonna make it unless you're out here in California, sort of thing.
Okay.
It goes back
Yeah.
to what we talked about is just be proud of who you are, be proud of where you're from, and be you and do what you want. Have people come to you. Don't go be someone else. And so this is out now. You can listen to this. You can get this now. But let's talk about today you guys are out here shooting a music video on your tour, and that is for the new EP that's coming out, Flyover Renaissance.
Yep.
And that's obviously because that goes to being in the Midwest. Can you guys bring the volume down on the video? And that you guys are in Midwest, and people call that the flyover states. Is that what that's
got it,
from?
bro.
Exactly.
Yep, you got it.
There you go. And then so that EP is going to drop December 13th. Get it wherever music's available. Tell us about it. You tell us about the music video, the song, the EP, everything.
Yeah. So we kind of dug into more of like a hip hop sound with this more, and then did some different stuff with like, I don't know. We like Bobby, the guitar player, went in like jazzy direction, sort of some of the stuff. But we got a couple dope hip hop acts from the Midwest. I guess some people call Colorado the Midwest. I guess most don't, but I've seen it included. But we got
It's so hard to find the
weird,
line.
right?
It's weird.
Yeah. Cleveland's like almost like some people don't even consider that, but it's technically Ohio's, I guess. But anyway, we got Flowbots on a track. I'm not sure if you guys
Nice.
have.
Yeah, I remember them.
So we toured with them a while back, and like we were like super stoked. We got them on one.
Yeah.
Huge Johnny Five fans.
Yeah,
It's dope.
And another group called the Palmer Squares, which are from Chicago, just a rap duo. Pretty
Nice.
dope. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's just 5 songs, but it's definitely more leaning towards like the hip hop, jazz sort of funk stuff.
Nice. I'm looking forward to hearing that.
And you're playing those songs right now?
Sometimes we do, and
Well, I
sometimes
guess it's
don't.
hard when you don't have
We're
the guys too. All the artists. You know.
Yeah, we had short sets on this tour we're on now too, and like we just like to like boom, like whatever's
Give 'em
the
the
high
hits,
energy
baby.
is just
Yeah,
like hit
smart.
them.
Yeah.
Start
Get
to
out there,
finish.
power.
Especially when you're out there like playing to some new people who haven't heard you. You just want
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the best way to do it, man.
It's a beautiful dude. When my band did the bigger tours that we got to do, we were always the opening act.
Yeah.
But it was nice when you have like a 25-minute set. It's not even a bummer sometimes. I'm
It's
like,
all
dude, you
bangers.
just put
Yeah.
in all the bangers and
Yep.
just go kick ass and dip.
Well, it's cool because
You
like
know?
all that energy you would put into like an hour and a half set or something like
Yep.
that, like you're rationing that out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm going to go hard here. I can like kind of chill here because I got like 30 minutes left still,
Yeah.
whatever. But if you're going for like just 30 minutes, like you can be 100% the entire time.
And then you
So it's
leave
just
and
like
people are just like, fuck, what was that?
it's kind of like the wanting more effect too.
Totally.
It's just like, what the hell? It's already
100%.
over. I didn't even get it yet
Absolutely.
because it was so quick.
Totally,
Like,
man.
Give them just enough.
That's
and
like-
that's
Yeah.
your job too. The openers. Let's get the fucking
Get 'em
party
stoked,
started. So
man.
that you know, and like that'll go in. And then when you get the longer sets,
Yeah.
then you have to work out like a flow.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I loved that. Dude, we were always just power and get the fuck
And you got to
out.
think too, man, if you are an opening band, the people that are there that don't know who you are, those are the fucking music fans.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to be there first. I want to be up front row, blah, blah. So it's like, those are the people you want
you
when you're
gain
done to be
so
like,
many
damn.
and it's cool like watching those
coming next
faces
time.
turn.
Yeah.
Like,
We're
just like,
like,
oh, like
this
these
is
people, we don't
dope.
know who you are. And like
Yeah.
the first song, they're just like, what's going on right
Getting
now?
melted.
And then like all by the end of it, you got their hands
Yeah,
going.
they're
or
like,
whatever the
this is
hell. It's just
awesome.
like,
And they're at the merch table after. They're getting
Yeah,
a CD,
yeah,
they're
that's
buying
the
a
best.
shirt. It's great. It's awesome. Should we try our new segment?
Well, real quick though, I want to hear about
Jake,
the
I
music
just
video.
can't win with
no,
you
you
today.
fucking can't, dude.
Good
You're
God.
rushing things today.
I haven't smoked enough.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, dude, do you need to? Where's
I do.
Dude,
fire it up, baby.
Rip open a hitter, dude. Or I have a
Oh,
pipe right here if you need a
fuck.
little thing.
Yeah, I want the
You
real
want the
thing.
real thing?
Can I give this a go?
Dude, hit that thing up.
Sick.
Yeah, for the listeners too, you guys, Duddy is nuts. So Duddy was Polar Vortex, everybody.
Vortex.
But dude, he was just on tour for the last 10 days with the Dirty Heads, flew home, Polar Vortex, got home last night, and today we've done an interview with a local paper.
OC Register.
We did an hour and a half episode with Cleo. We're here with Tropidelic. So dude, Duddy hasn't slept, and he's still fucking killing it.
Hey, you know what? This is fun.
Dude,
You want to
it
hear
is
something
fun.
funny about a polar vortex? Actually, so I might be lying because you might have experienced one like in the past couple of years. But so we get those in Ohio as
Yeah.
well. But the first couple times that it happened, like a couple of years ago, was like the first in like a long time. I think it hit like negative 25 degrees and shit.
God, that's not a number.
But we
That's
we
not
missed
real.
it all. Like 2 years in a row it happened, and we missed them both because we were on tour for Florida. So there,
there
there's
you
just
go.
like I think you might have seen colder weather than I have. And
Wow.
I live in the Midwest, so
You guys should just plan winter tours to Florida every year.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Basically,
Totally.
get out of Dodge.
Winter tours are tough because you're just you're in the bus or you're just in the green room and you're not like walking around. You know, it's
You're not going out
You're
and
not
seeing
going
the
out
city.
for seeing the
It's-
city.
dude, it's
like-
bleak, bro. That's what gets you
It
too, is
does.
because like you can't go anywhere.
It's-
You
it
know what I'm
gets-
saying?
It
Like,
gets. This one was not bad because it was only like 9-10 days. So
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
It wasn't bad. And I honestly I hadn't seen snow in a while. So for the first couple of days, it was like, oh, cool,
Yeah, it's
fucking
nice.
snow. And it was. I could go outside. It was only like, you know, what, 20 degrees or something. So yes, it sucks, but you could walk down the street if you had to.
Yeah.
But it is, man. The summer tours are
But
just
he didn't.
amazing because you're outside, you're just
Right,
walking
yeah, stuff
around.
to
It's
do.
beautiful. Those winter tours can get a little tough.
When we're self-driving, like we are too, like when we have a winter tour, my anxiety on like dying in a car accident is
Yes.
like through the roof. I'm like, please, just get us through this one. The winter stuff
Sketchy.
is rough, dude.
That's true. It's another thing. Yep. We were talking about vans with Kaleo in the last episode. We were talking about that was one part of it. We were making fun of the polar vortex with Duddy, and we were saying, but when you were in the van days and your van breaks down, you're fixing the van in the
Yes.
snow.
Oh,
And when
yeah.
the bus breaks
Yes.
down, the bus driver's
Dude, I
fixing it. You're
remember-
sitting in the bus.
I remember a couple times on the side of a freeway in the snow, like fixing a tire.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's 3 a.m. and you're just out there.
Yep.
But you know what? Just
do it.
knowing that you have another show to play is
You gotta
like
get there.
enough. Isn't
It
that
is.
funny?
You're
There's
not missing a show.
even
Gotta
before
keep
there's any
pushing.
money in it or anything, you're like, but dude, our dream is to go play these shows and we're going to play in front of new people tonight. So fuck it. We'll fix the tire. We'll get there.
Yep.
Right.
The
Yeah.
weirdest thing, dude. Music,
Shall not be broken.
you know?
Try me, universe.
And there's something about suffering with a group.
Yeah.
It's just easier.
Oh, that's the whole thing.
We're all
like,
in this
yeah,
shit.
like,
You're all in it together.
Yeah.
That's why I love things like this and talking to guys like you. Like I always say to like my friends at home, like, you'll meet about talk about like, oh, I went on tour with this band and like your homies will never meet him and shit like that. But you can be like, yo, like those guys get like your tour friends are sometimes like
Oh, yeah.
it's a weird
your
Oh,
tour
yeah.
friends is just like blood brothers. Like
You're trying to
even if you've never been on
explain-
tour with them, like you're just like, oh,
They
you've
get
been
it.
on tour. She's like, dude, like
Yeah, it's so funny, because your friends at home, they just can't even put their
right.
minds
But even so, like how you
around
can
it.
Nobody
see those
understands.
tour friends
Yeah.
like twice a year, and that's all you need to see them, and it's
Yeah.
like
Yep.
that's
Hey,
your freaking boy.
that's true.
Like
don't
you know
see
what
him
I
for
mean?
10
Like
years.
yeah,
You'll be
right.
like,
And there's nothing different.
broken
Like
down on the side of the road. Remember that? The
Yeah.
diner, whatever. You have a million things that'll never
right,
die.
right, right.
It's so true.
So true. You'll have that forever. You always will.
Can I move to another
Daddy?
segment, or are you gonna yell at me?
You can go to the next segment.
Which one do we want to do?
Ooh, it's so fun.
The
We
new
have
one?
new segments.
Do you guys have we have a new segment called I Remember My First Time, and it could be anytime you remember from one of your first times just getting way too stoned or way too drunk where something funny happened or whatever.
I have a different sound drop for either. So
I got a weed one, I think.
weed
A
one?
weed one?
Yeah.
Let's hit it. Let's
do
hit
the
it. It's our
weed
first
one.
time doing this drop.
Come on, man, hang out for a minute, smoke with me. I got weed, got my bong out. Come on, son.
that's it. We got. It's gonna get better.
It's
Look at
good. It's
that.
good. First drop.
We're not.
All right, so I was probably like, I don't know, 13, 14. First time, my parents' basement. And my buddy over who was like, I think his dad was like a doctor, like super kind of like a conservative cat or whatever. So we're both down there toking. And it was some like great ass weed, which back in the day, like we just smoked dirty, shitty weed, like just crap.
Yeah.
But this was like some good weed, I remember. Like it was potent. So I'm a few rips in the bathroom and like we're trying to like blow the smoke out. And like I lay down and like I don't know if it was just like the orgasmic goodness I just started like seizing a little bit,
Oh,
but like in
no.
a good way. Like now
Yeah.
I wasn't like out of control, but my dude who's like super, he starts freaking out. I'm waking up your parents. I'm waking up. I'm like, please don't. But I'm like half smiling. all,
so
like
he's
geeked
worried
out.
about
Yeah. So like that's my story. But I had like beg him. Like I was like tweaking, like begging him not to wake up my parents.
Don't wake up my parents.
It was a great time.
That is good.
I remember something similar too. My first time getting stoned, I felt like what I said was I felt like I was a raisin. I was laying on the couch with Matt, and like these are old friends. I'm looking at Duddy. Duddy knows these people, Matt and Doug, guys from my old band, and they were the guys that got me stoned for the first time. And I just was laying on the couch and I couldn't really move my arm. I felt great too. I was happy. I remember we were watching No Effect's 10 Years of Fucking Up. It was
I love that
a No
video.
Effects documentary.
Yeah, that's a great video.
We just put it on repeat that night, and I was just laying on the couch and I couldn't quite move. And they're like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "I'm fine. I'm totally fine." It worked. It 100% worked because they're like, "Is it working on you?" I was the last one to smoke. It's
Good dope.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just feel like a raisin, and then they made fun of me forever about that. But yeah, dude, I felt great, but I probably didn't look great.
Yeah,
Right, it's
same
fucking
deal.
Yeah,
Same deal.
so funny.
You
man.
got one?
Yeah, I got one where I definitely didn't look very great.
Is it weed too?
It's weed, yeah. I don't know if it was my first time getting high, but it was my first time getting too high.
Yeah.
So it was his 16th birthday. I went down to like hang with a buddy, and we got to his house. He was like a big like weed guy. Like, you know, we all had those in high school, and like I'd like smoked weed, but wasn't like super versatile, I suppose. And he gave me just like a bag of weed brownies, and he's just like, "Yo, dude, like happy birthday. Here you go." We're driving around in his car, and they were all like
the
crushed
edibles
up.
too will fucking
Dude, I can't do
No.
like
They're brownies.
like,
You're probably just
I get like my Derek calls it my lo-fi, where it's like my one eye will just like droop when I get too stoned. Like I'll be at a family party, we'll do like Christmas pictures, and my mom would be like, "Yo, like do not smoke weed before these fucking pictures because your eye's gonna go crazy. Everyone's gonna
fucking
know."
lo-fi in the
my lo-fi, yeah. But so then I'm eating these brownies, and I didn't like they're all crushed up. I didn't know how much I was eating. I didn't know you were only supposed to have one, like whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just slamming these brownies like 10 minutes because my brain's not working, like eating more, whatever. And we go to these like girls' house that I went to school with, like the hot girls from school, man. I'm telling
this
you.
is your
And-
chance.
Oh yeah, my little brother's there too. And I'm like standing like against the fridge, like in their kitchen. Like my birthday's 420 also. So like so everyone's meeting up to get high and shit. And so I'm like leaning against the fridge, and I'm just like getting like really high, and I'm like, I probably went through like a little giggle phase, but then I'm just like, okay, I'm sitting down. Like I'm at the point now too where I'm in my head, and I'm just like, yo, just breathe, dude, just breathe.
you're gonna be
And
okay.
I don't even hear everybody else around me be like, is he okay? And then I just start like letting off apparently the most like horrible. I'm ripping ass like in this chick's kitchen, dude. I'm just so high, I'm ripping ass in this chick's kitchen, and my brother's. I'm just like leaning against like the fridge, like sitting down, and then all of a sudden, like what snaps me out of this thing is I hear someone go like, "Did he shit his pants?" And then my brother's just like, "Dude, get up, get up!" Like, he's like, "Get up!" I'm just like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I run to the bathroom, and I sit down, shit my pants, and then I'm like, I'm way too
You
high.
shit your
and
pants?
No, I didn't shit my pants.
okay.
I shit into the toilet, and then I'm like, all right, I'm like finished. I flushed toilet. I'm about to get out of there, and I just turn around. Now I'm hurling into the toilet, just like both hands, bro, whatever. And then I just fall asleep in the car because everyone else is just hanging out. And then I woke up. We were cosmic bowling.
Wow.
Yeah, we were cosmic bowling on
shit.
420, and I didn't make it into the bowling alley.
Oh,
but
wow.
yeah,
They just drove you there. You're fucking
Yeah,
asleep
yeah.
in the- oh my
Happy birthday.
God.
yeah.
You just start farting.
Just start
I didn't see it
ripping
going
ass.
there. In my head, I'm like, where? Okay, he's getting. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see him farting his ass off.
Yeah.
It's fucking
So
That
you think
is so
you
good.
think you blaze, bro? You ever been that high? You ever been that high?
Oh, fuck, dude. That you know
fuck.
what? We better just hear that again.
What?
Oh, it didn't even fucking
Missed
go.
it.
All right, fuck it, dude. That
What
thing's
the
fucked. All right, dude.
fuck, dude.
There it is, dude. Came in late. All right, fuck it. Well, we've got more segments, luckily. So,
What am I hearing?
I understand.
I don't know, but let's
Oh,
keep
that's
listening.
more-
What is that?
Vocal lot opened up to me like
That's
I was
more of
Barbara
this.
Walters.
Oh, shit.
Come on, man, hang out for a minute and smoke with me.
We are so fucking on
No
point.
way, dude. Just
baked.
let it
All right.
roll.
Okay.
There it is, dude. All right. We played half
All
a
right.
shit from Half Baked.
Okay, Jake,
Yes.
you might have to play the horn.
Oh,
You might have to play the purge horn.
are you
really quick.
pissed off about something?
I got something to
for
talk about.
fuck's sake.
I
Well,
got something to talk about.
boom.
Okay, listen up, guys. Got something that's kind of pissing me off, and I think we need to talk about it. Today, I was asked by a lovely lady, Natasha, who helps the show. Bless her heart. This is not aimed at her.
No.
This is not aimed at her.
In fact,
okay?
thank you, Natasha.
Thank you. She said, will you do a video today for our Patreon page? Did you know that today is National Patreon Day?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay. Enough with
right,
the horn.
just
Here
go
we go,
ahead, man.
guys.
Enough with
Here
the
we
horn.
go.
All right, dude.
First off, no, it's not. No, it's fucking not. Okay, we gotta stop the National Day. I don't care if it's National Pancake Day. I'm not going to go get a pancake because you tell me it's National Pancake Day. I'm not going to go eat French toast because you tell me it's National French Toast Day. If you come up to me and be like, oh my God, you have to go to Italian food tonight because it's a National Italian Food Day, I'm going to say, nah, it's National Punch the Next Person You See in the Face Day. Then I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to open them and you will be that person and I will fucking punch you in the
If
face.
every
That is what will
day
happen.
Daddy,
is
who
a
hurt
national-
you? Who
Yeah,
hurt
dude.
you?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just can't
man.
deal with it anymore. I can't deal. Okay, I'm good. I'm
Were
good.
you beaten by someone named
We're okay.
Patreon?
We're okay.
Dude,
I'm
but
okay.
if every day is a national celebration, then is any day really a national celebration, right?
No.
There should be a designated 5 special days for
We
things.
have them. It's Christmas.
There you go.
Halloween.
Thank you.
know, these are the things.
These are the special days. We already like French toast. We already like pizza. We don't need to be reminded, dude. But to go all the way to Patreon has been in existence for how long? 2 years.
This is what I'm talking about.
It already has a national
No.
day.
Says who though? Like who dubbed it
Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon,
Patreon.
right? So Patreon pays to
They're
the
all to sell.
national headboard.
Who we love. We're not.
Yeah, Patreon members love you. Thank you. And please sign up for our Patreon now for behind the scenes footage of this and every episode.
It's
Light Rush,
national.
Light Rush.
It's National Sign Up for Something Day.
Yeah.
Sign up for our Patreon. You get it. Sorry for getting mad there.
No, dude, don't be sorry. It is ridiculous.
Okay.
National Patreon. I was wondering what would push Duddy over the edge, and it's celebrations in general. So thanks. Feeling good with Duddy, everyone. Welcome to the show.
All right. What else? What do we got?
Before we kick fucking rocks, dude,
Fucking
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
You guys are a touring band. You were once in a school bus
Yeah.
touring,
Yeah, yeah.
and now so I'm sure you've got a story, a wild story, crazy story, funny story, and I have a bitchin' drop.
All right.
If you guys are fucking ready,
Yeah.
they have one.
Oh, and this one time at band camp,
So good.
Nailed it.
Oh,
We put
man,
everything
yeah.
we have into everything. That's-
What do you think, James?
Did you have something in mind? Because I got something, but I know I can dig deep. Like,
I mean, you guys,
you guys
can
can
do
both
too.
even
Yeah.
toss
Yeah.
one out if there's multiples.
Like, I'm trying to think of like, I don't want to get too grimy with it.
yeah, like
There's like
Dude,
some
get-
grimy stuff.
No,
I
no,
feel like my
bro.
420 story was already a little
Yeah.
too much there. I kind of take that.
No, no.
You did.
So, so
that was good. But I know you guys have more.
this is like PG-13.
Okay.
Okay.
So like the Republican National Convention came to Cleveland in 2016.
I already
You
like
guys
this.
are
So
involved
this
with
is-
such big shit,
So
and I love it.
So this is not,
Raids.
I mean, we didn't bring them there, but like, we were like, we're gonna fucking be there, you know.
but it's never something small when you guys tell us something.
No,
I
no,
love
no,
this. I
no.
love they're great.
So we're like, all right, dude, we're getting down there, we're hitting this motherfucker, because like they were making such a big deal, like Cleveland's gonna be flooded with people, the bars are gonna stay open 2 hours later, yada yada. So we were expecting like this crazy. I think the whole city was, but it didn't turn out like that. But anyway, we go down there with Derek, our trumpet player, and plays the sousaphone. We go down there, and he's like in Daisy Dukes, and like I think his shirt said "Real men eat ass."
Bare midriff.
Oh my
And
god.
bare midriffs, and we're down there like these hate monger people on like the mic, like
Like Westboro Baptist
Westboro
Church.
Baptist, all these craziers are like
wow.
in the square, like all spouting, and Derek's with the tuba with this like little get up on. He's going, whoa,
The tuba said "sex machine" on it.
Sex machine on the tuba.
this guy.
Derek's the best.
Yeah. So, but we got on probably a dozen national and international news channels. Like I have like a little square that it's like all of the Al Jazeera. We were on Al Jazeera.
That is
Like,
amazing.
But we did it for
Barstool.
like 2 days straight. Like we just like milked it, like fucking milked that shit. In fact,
I hope you young bands are listening.
Yeah.
Like, dude, get out there.
you guys just had Kaleo, and like that was one of the things I distinctly remember sending Brett from Pepper when we got on Law. I was like, look, dude, this is the kind of waves we're making. Like this is how we like utilize all we got here. And he actually, like, and that might have been the first time like responded to me because I had been like slowly
Yeah.
trying to get in his ear or whatever. I'm like, look at this, and he was like, dude, that's cool or whatever, you know? Like,
That's
Oh
rad.
my
I
god,
love that.
I love it. Dude. You guys are not afraid to make waves.
yeah,
Who's out there? You guys have another
that's
dude.
Bobby out there. He plays guitar. Yeah,
Bobby, you want to come in here? Where's Bobby, dude? I almost forgot. And
Might
then
be
you've
smoking a
been
jib.
naming all the band members' names, and I'm like, well, I know we got another guy
Well,
here.
do we have a chair
oh,
for
shit.
him at least?
Oh, yeah,
Just
we got a
to-
stool. We got a stool. I got you. Here, fuck, come sit over. Yeah, here, sit with your boys, and then get a mic. Might as well come in before we. Yeah, we'll make it work, Mark. You can see him
Fancy
right
little
there.
dope.
Look at that
Yeah.
beautiful gentleman right there. Hit it up.
There the whole time.
Oh, dude, he's been out there taking bongies on the couch and just enjoying the show. What about you? You got a Bandcamp story? You got something crazy?
Yeah, actually, we just went to we were in Connecticut recently, just stuck a couple days off, and we decided to go see Rocket Man, the Elton John movie.
Nice.
So it was me, our drummer Rex, and our trumpet player Derek. And so somebody at a festival had given me excuse me, these like 100 milligram weed pills.
Oh man.
So Rex took one and I took two. Watched the great movie, but the Uber driver picks us up afterwards, and I'm just like violently high at this point. So I'm like, Derek asks, "Oh, can I move your bag and sit in the front seat?" He says no, which kind of caught us all by
Yeah, that's
surprise.
weird.
Like, oh,
Okay.
okay. So we get in the back, and she's like leaving the movie theater, like dodging all these potholes, which I didn't know until they told me that later. I'm just sitting in there like,
Why is
Oh,
she
you're
so
violently
like,
high.
what is she drunk? Like, what is going on right now? Derek, however, he's been sober for 6 years. He's just sitting there upset that she told him he couldn't sit in the front seat because he's like 6'3", 6'4", just like
He's
huge, just in the back
man.
seat with us, just grumpy now. So he's a really, really accomplished armpit farter.
Oh, wow.
And he just looks at me.
Oh, my
He just looks at me and licks his hand and gets ready. And so I know it's coming, and I'm just like, oh, dude, I don't even. And he lets one go. And so the Uber driver lady, she's like, middle-aged, God-fearing woman listening to like Christian music while we're in this ride.
Yeah.
She just like reaches over and turns the vent on, doesn't acknowledge it, doesn't say anything. So Derek keeps going with it. And I'm trying not to laugh. But of course I'm sitting in the middle, so every time she
And
just
you're
like looks in the
stoned
rear
as
view
fuck,
mirror,
so you're
yeah,
just
it's me, she's making eye contact.
dude.
Oh man, it was a fun ride home. It was a good ride. Fun day.
Violently high. Dude, how's that for setting the tone of a weird ride? Hey, do you mind if I? No.
No. Oh,
Yeah, she wasn't even like, no, this is like some, she wasn't polite by any means. It was very, it was a curt no.
Like she was like, oh, fucking these hippies or something are getting into my God damn it. And you guys are nice guys.
Well, and he's got a mullet too, a mullet and a mustache. So like,
Wait, is this the same guy that did the mid-drift and everything?
Yes.
Oh, this guy's great.
Fuck,
Yes.
dude, this is
Same guy.
fucking awesome.
We need to get
Can
that
we
guy
pull
up
up
here.
a band photo, you guys? A recent band. I need to put some faces to some.
Yeah, like
some
if
of
you
this
go to like
shit.
maybe like the Facebook page, I think there's like the profile one might be like the most recent sort of image.
Nice.
That's awesome.
For the
good
listeners, we're
mullet
pulling
shot
up the
too, isn't it?
Facebook,
Yeah,
and
there you
it's
go.
fast. Actually, they're very quick.
So like,
Oh, here we go. All right.
so he's like the mullet guy second from the
Oh,
left.
okay. Okay.
Same t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking there you
Look
go.
at that.
Boom.
Nice.
Fucking good looking bunch of boys,
Good
dude. Look
looking
at
crew
you
of
guys,
boys.
dude.
Thank you. Yeah, we had to try hard for this picture though. We had like a stylist and stuff. Usually we're not that well dressed. But
Well,
yeah.
it fucking paid off.
He's been doing the mullet thing. I had like James brought up that video where we were like rapping back to back. I had like a rat tail down on my back at one point too.
Oh, damn.
So like we're like no stranger to like just like fuck you haircuts.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like
my
that.
hair was
love
blue
the
when I
fuck you
joined the band.
haircut.
Your hair was
Yeah.
blue?
My hair was blue. The first fall up.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
So,
you gotta have a fuck you haircut because you can. You're on stage being crazy, so
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I know you just said that you pretty much did, but you didn't. Ongoing theme on the show, if you guys have listened, you probably know. Have any of you guys shit your pants?
Let's get It's that part of the show.
And if so, is there a story you'd like to share?
The more recent, the better.
I'd like to share. I'd like to
mic.
share a story from Derek. It happened in Philadelphia.
Nice.
So Derek, like, he claims he got E. coli from like that. Do you guys remember like when the lettuce
going
was like
around.
real
I
bad,
do,
like
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that? He says he ate.
I could have,
I think these were like
actually.
misplaced, but either way, like the dude's been like dumping mud for like the past like 6 years. Like he hasn't had like firm stool in
know.
like a long time.
There's always
And,
one guy in
yeah.
every band that just
Yeah.
has to shit
Yeah.
every hour. It's a pullover. I'm shitting. So this is Derek.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, we're in Philadelphia at this like cheesesteak, Philadelphia. Go to the cheesesteak place, and he's wearing basketball shorts or jeans. I don't even fucking know. We're standing there, and he's like, "Oh my god!" Like farting, like dude, just cutting ass, just like walking around. Everyone's looking at us, what the fuck? And then he just goes, "Oh!" Like I just shit on it. And we're like, "Oh my god!" So we're thinking he like, sharted, like whatever the hell. And then the one time, like the one in a thousand times he didn't shit liquid, he had a little boulder that he just shook out of his pant leg onto the floor of the restaurant.
It was bad.
And everybody proceeded to order. Like we stayed and ordered and got food. That's the thing. This is like when we walked in. Like,
He shook a fucking pellet.
Did he just like kick it under? Did he kick it
It was
under
like
the
this big.
table?
It was like a tiny little guy.
It was a rabbit.
he's an animal.
my
He's an
God.
animal.
Dude, what a legend.
Oh, that's what
fuck.
goats do. Just a
Oh
little
my
ball. Blip.
god, dude, that's fucking great. Did you just kick it over to the side? Or you guys just avoided it and dipped?
I got the fuck out of there, man.
I had to stay and wait for him to walk back, and he walks out of the bathroom immediately, and he looks at this dude who's waiting to go inside, like probably like a college age kid or whatever. He just looks at this kid and he's like, "Hey, I just stripped my pants. My name's Derek." And he goes out his hand.
the kid just instinctually.
And like anybody who knows Derek knows he never washes his hands.
Derek.
no, Derek.
He's a big proponent of my pockets are napkins. Yeah, it's pretty.
Fucking
it's
poor
wild.
Derek is not here. I can't wait for listen to this episode in the van with Derek.
See, we were gonna bring him in too, and he was like, he gets when you put him on the spot, he says he gets nervous. I'm like, yeah. What the
Oh well, this
Derek's
is.
all, I don't have any good stories. I shouldn't go.
He's got probably better stories than all three of us.
sounds-
I tried to get him to come with me.
It
I
sounds
like you
it.
guys telling his stories.
Yeah.
That's actually good.
I kind of feel bad now. I feel like I'm just
No,
like,
no, dude, Derek,
We're just gonna
you're a
call this
legend.
episode Derek.
Derek from Tropidelic, dude. Everybody send him your greatest regards online. Oh, fuck. That's good. He shook a nugget out of his pants. My favorite one. That might be my favorite pants shit now.
That's nice.
See, I like
it.
to think the way I like to think about it though too is just like we're all younger guys here. Like we're all gonna shit our pants again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
at least multiple times. But you can't live in fear of the next time you're gonna shit your pants. You have to live every day like you shat your pants yesterday.
There
You
you
know
go.
what I mean? There's
Yeah.
no way
You
to go
heard it
through
here.
life. There's no way to go through
Yeah.
life.
No.
Shit like no one's watching. That's
Yeah.
that's not the way.
I think that's the quote.
I
Yeah.
think that's pretty much what's on everyone's table.
Do people typically watch you? It's the
Yeah,
government.
that's a
I
little
don't
weird,
care
man.
anymore. Oh, fuck.
All right. Before we get out, anything you
I
guys
wanna
want to
plug
just plug?
everything.
You want
Yeah,
to plug
so-
anything?
We talked about the EP. It's coming out December 13th, Flyover Renaissance. But actually, I feel like there's a single already out.
Single out money,
Yes.
money and time.
Money and Time. So people can go buy that single now. You can
Yep.
go listen to that single on Spotify, on anywhere where you listen to music.
Yep.
Do that. And then what are the shows coming up? Well, you know what? This episode's coming out next week. So
Right.
you guys will just be wrapping up this tour.
So yes, so coming up though, we throw like a huge hometown banger New Year's Eve, House of Blues, Cleveland headliner.
perfect.
Got a bunch of our friends on
Beautiful.
board for this year. We'll be cycling back through California on a theater tour with Bad Fish Sublime tribute in February. Doing the whole spring with them, and then we have our own festival in the summertime called the Freak Stomp Music Festival towards Columbus, Ohio.
Freak Stomp.
Awesome.
Freak Stomp,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And where do people go? Just tropidelic.com, get all the info
Yeah,
for all that good stuff.
Tropidelic.com. Yep.
And what's your what's the follow at the Instagram and all that?
It's all at Tropidelic.
It's just at Tropidelic. Perfect.
You know it.
Easy enough.
Bang!
Yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. As always, thanks to everyone over at Reamp, except for Mark. But we really like it. And go to cutlassbrand.com, get some new gear. We're going to have a huge Black Friday sale, a huge Cyber Monday sale. If you put in code Feeling Good, whenever, not even need a sale, you are going to get 20% off of your order. That's it, I guess.
That's
What
it. Everybody join me on Facebook, The Morning Ride Show. Go seek out Snake Bushnell on Facebook or just go to The Morning Ride Show on Facebook. And I do a live show every Wednesday, every Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific Coast time. Yeah, so I'll see you there.
Right on. Peace.
Later.